basically setting up a second pipeline to the which is a design flaw for sure. Was I looking for an excuse to ride my hoverboard rather than doing my chores? Absolutely. What do I do? Hello and welcome back to another episode of No Suit Survival. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 24. Let's go ahead and go over here and look at the to-do list. So, we know that we need to build more decoys on the base, but there are a few other things that I've kind of written down that I was thinking about just in passing. So, most of these come from the comments section. A lot of really smart people obviously tell me the things that I'm likely doing wrong, and so here are some of them. I need to add some redundancy, if I can even spell that word. So I need to add a redundant pipeline to our mine base. So that way, if it does get struck by lightning, not everything is totally halted. Yeah, so we can't do that all the way on the mine, like the scripted mine itself. At least I don't think. I don't know, we'll check it out. We need to set up the cargo drone. I've decided, I thought about this a lot. I looked at both the Sam autopilot and the Pam autopilot. I think I'm gonna go with the Pam because I only want to have to learn one system, and I know when we're in space we're gonna want to use the drill function, and so Pam gives you the opportunity to use to make mining drones as well as cargo drones. So it just seems to be a little bit more robust. So that's the one I'm going to be using. I need to light the mine cargo port. That's pretty simple, but it's still something that should be done. And then I'm going to add this to like a little a little subsection. I would like to build that hoverboard. I've been thinking about different ways that I could do it, and I have a concept that I'm pretty confident would work, and I think it would be a lot of fun to just scoot that thing around on the dunes, and that would be pretty awesome. So let's get these kind of more important things done, mainly setting up the cargo drone, and then we'll see if we have some more time for this other stuff. All right. Oh, you know what? I actually had one other thing I wanted to add. I just forgot to write it down. People, again, smarter than I am, said I should have a sensor shutoff for the welding pit. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense than manually shutting it off. So yeah, I'm gonna set that up because that's pretty quick. I just need to set up a sensor so when it senses a person, it just runs that timer block to shut everything down. So that way I don't, die. So let's do that first. All right, so let's check this out. So if I turn it on like that, we got the welding lights on and everything else like that. Here's the sensor range, and then I walk in and it turns it off. Nice. Ooh, I should probably extend the range so it goes to this point. Yeah. All right, there we go. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to this, this new build vision. It looks cool, like the radial menu is definitely nice, but I have muscle memory built up with that other one, and this is definitely new. So we'll see how it goes. But okay, let's check that off the to-do list. Sensor shut off for the welding pit. Done. All right, so let me hop in one of these turtles and I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking about for these decoy placements. All right, so what I'm thinking is I want to cover the docking platform for the decoys, but I don't want anything that's going to stick up too far, because obviously I don't want the drones or anything else like that to bump into them, right? So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'll actually come maybe out to, let's say this distance, well, maybe a little closer, maybe right here, and I'll dig a tunnel underneath the ground so that way it stays nice and clean looking. And then I'll just have these small little, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but these like little pylons, these little like pillars right here, and they'll have the welder and the decoy. And so maybe I'll put one like right here, and then another one like right here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like aesthetically how I want it to look. We'll start with one here and one here, and then if we want another one just to like even it out, we'll put another one here, because that will make it so they're on every other column. Okay, let's do it. Oh, see, this is why we don't want to have a bunch of things jetting out. How did I even do that? I'll have to see it in the replay. Okay, well, let's before we start digging tunnels or things like that, I probably need to put a projector on this thing and weld it back up. All right, let's go bring this thing to the welding wall. Okay, it's welded. Now if I walk over here, it turns off the welders. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'll dig out from underneath like the wall, because I actually have a block in between on the wall. So I'll go underneath the wall and I'll dig down, and then I'll dig out to around this position. And then I'll be able to put a conveyor pipeline underneath and up. So that's the idea. We'll see if I can make it work. I think I should probably also just put these here so I know if I'm digging up too close. There it is, just like I planned it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are we out of iron? Seriously? Wow, that is... I mean, I'm not even mad, I'm impressed. That's wild. Okay, well I guess that puts a damper on that plan. I guess we're heading over to the other base to grab some iron. Here we go. See, this is why we need more lights over here. But I want to finish that other project before we start a new one. So let's just grab some iron and head back. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this thing can actually fly with the amount that we put in it. No, it cannot. Okay, how about now? Ooh, barely. Yikes. Okay, well, this is good to know. Maybe we need to put another big downward facing thruster. This is why I wanted to do this before setting up the actual like drone script, because I wanted to see if it could actually handle the cargo. Ooh, we're going down faster than I meant. No. Oh, dang it. Yikes. Yeah, I definitely think we're gonna need another downward facing thruster. All right. Yeah, let's put that additional thruster on. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll put it up front right here. All right, let's go for another run. Let's see how this one does. Ooh, it's pretty zippy now. All right, so now it can carry that full load. And when it drops, it's not as bad as it was before. All right, I think that trip was a lot more successful than the last one. All right, I'm gonna do one more manual trip. It's just to get enough iron so that way we can finish this decoy project. And then if I'm feeling confident that this thing with its current configuration can handle autopilot, then I think we'll be ready to set that up once the decoys are all in place. All right, I gotta be honest, I'm still a little sketched out. I don't think this is like totally safe yet. I think we're getting closer, but I still think I need a few more downward facing thrusters to be able to warrant that kind of weight that we're putting on it. Or I just get rid of this connector up front right here. So that way we just lower the storage capacity. But I don't think filling up the cargo container and both connectors is gonna be a like safe drone flight, because it's pretty easy to overshoot the base and it's pretty easy to just tap C and then it just come crashing down. So we'll see how that goes. I might be being paranoid because I know that you record your own flight path, so it should theoretically just follow whatever I do. But I don't know. I've never really like reliably used drones before, and so I'm worried that I'm just going to be sitting here working on something and then all of a sudden there's just a fireball that crashes into my base. Yeah. Oh, where am I going? We were working on the tunnel. Let's keep working on the tunnel. So I had to pipe it up to this area because right here I have that sorter for the 2 drone docks. So that's why I kind of had to do this weird thing. But we got one done, so let's go work on the other one. I keep trying to eyeball it with the spectator cam and I have missed every time. So I'm moving the spectator cam and I'm also just gonna do this. Let's just, okay, I put a GPS marker there so I can better see where it is that I'm trying to go. Okay, yeah, so my tunnel basically missed in its entirety. Okay, so here, I know that it's like 1 block in front of that. So like there. Oh, sweet. Okay. Didn't go exactly as planned, but that's okay. As long as we get the job done. All right, there we go. Some of you are gonna get this reference, some of you are not. But the entire time that was going on, my brain was like, secret tunnel, secret tunnel. Anyway, bonus points if you know what that's from. Okay, well, as you may see, I don't know if the recording is getting it, but my potato of a computer is having a really tough time right now. I just touched it and it is on fire. So I'm gonna give it a minute to cool down, and then we'll come back and we will work on, oh, and a storm's coming. We'll work on the new decoys. All right, I have returned and the storm is almost over. Or maybe it's not. All right. So while I was sitting there getting everything set up again, it sounded like some stuff, yep, some stuff was struck by lightning. See, this is why we need the decoys. I need to get those set up. But first, let's fix this guy up. All right, let's weld it back up. I should probably blueprint this with the new additional thruster that we put on there. That would be a good idea. All right, let's put those decoys up. Okay, so fun fact, apparently you can't put a decoy in here for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that puts a damper on that plan. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I should just take this opportunity to lower this whole thing by 1, because I don't want the decoy sticking above this, so that way nothing runs into it. I forgot welders are weird about voxels. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. What the heck? Seriously? This is very annoying. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now we just gotta do this over there. Oh, seems like I'm missing something from this configuration. There we go. My only regret is that I didn't leave more room on this setup for neon. Alas, here we are. Okay, well, I think that worked out pretty well. So let's check that off the to-do list and look at what's next. Okay, we built more decoys at the spaceport. Now we need to set up the redundant pipeline at the mine base. But I think since we're going to be heading over to the mine base anyway, I feel like this is a really good opportunity to just have some fun and build our little hoverboard. Because we already have the components over at the mine base already. And since this is going to be just another pipeline, I don't think I need the turtle welder. But if I do, I can always call it over just using it as a drone. And then we can have it. So let's build our little hoverboard thing. Try out this idea. I feel like this is probably a good spot to build it just because the medical room is right here and we have conveyor access right there. So let's do that. Dang it, there's a storm coming. Ugh. Alright, let me see if I can just weld up this cockpit and then I can configure it and we can park it on the welding wall. Hey, it works. Alright, let's take this little board over to the welding wall and we will let the storm do its thing. And then we will add some lights and paint it and do all that other fun stuff. I added air brakes because I thought it would be helpful because this thing is not really gonna have fast like acceleration or deceleration because it's only got one thruster in each direction. And so I figured those air brakes will help me stop. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I'm very excited. All right, it's time for more of those storm thoughts. So I don't know if anyone is familiar with the movie, what was it? I think it's Treasure Planet? Let me look it up. The animated film? Yeah, Treasure Planet. Jim Hawkins was the protagonist's name. He has this like really cool like board. It's like one of those kite boards, but it can fly. And I so desperately wish that I could come up with some way that I could put like some kind of kite on this thing and then we could just fly it around the planet and then surf it off the dunes. I know that the plane parts would do something like that, but I don't know. Let's see. Because it would have to be like long and skinny and I don't think that these would suffice. Oh, that would just be so cool. All right, so, okay. All right, so here's the deal. They have this rigging like block right here, so I could theoretically like put a pole and then maybe take like these like angular blocks in conjunction with like these kind of blocks, and I could maybe make something that resembles a sail, and that could maybe let us fly. It's really not even like we need to like fly. It would be cool to have the like ability to like jump and kind of glide. All right, well, we'll give it a go once the storm is over. Alrighty, come on. And we're clear. All right, let's go see if we can make this thing work. For some reason, it doesn't want to place these riggings. I don't know why. So that's kind of a bummer. All right, well, whatever. The hoverboard is still really cool. I'm just not going to be as cool as our boy, Jim Hawkins. All right, this is awesome. I love the way that this turned out. I don't know how I'm gonna charge it. I need to probably find a place to put a merge block or something like that, but I really like the way that this turned out. I feel like I need to configure those downward facing lights. I put corner lights down here, and so I think that those would be cool if they were like neon almost. And then I also put those new like panel lights, these ones, facing upwards too, so that way our character is illuminated as well. But yeah, let's take this thing out for a spin. I don't know if I should try to go down that steep angle or if I should just jump the side. I think I'm probably just gonna jump the side. Well, seems like that might not have been the best idea. Classic. It just nosedives so hard. Alright, should be good to go again. Alright, we're back in business. Beyond just that weird little hiccup, looks like everything is good to go. I should probably blueprint this before I crash it again. Probably be a good idea. Alright, it has been blueprinted. Let's test this thing out. It's starting to turn nighttime. Oh, I guess I only got 2 of the lights. Let me fix that. Cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to scoot this thing around. It'll probably do pretty good on the ice. All right, and then air brakes. Oh yeah, those are awesome. Super helpful. Cool. All right, well let's go surfing back to the mine base, and we'll build those redundant things. I wonder if I can just pull this thing up like right in front of the base. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Just be like, all right, here we go. Turn it off. Hop off the board. Oh yeah, that's sick. I wonder if for charging it, if I could somehow find a place where I could like stick a merge block like underneath it, and then just have like a little like small grid piston just pop up from the floor, connect it. Oh yeah, probably. These are back here. I forgot there are 3 just light armor blocks, so that middle block could just be taken out, turned into a merge block. Yeah, we can do that. All right, but let's not get distracted right now. Let's work on what we were going to work on, which is basically setting up a second pipeline to the Well, this is why we came over here. Let me bring over the turtle welder. All right, let's bring this thing over to the other base. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this. Somebody commented this to me, and I did not know that this was a function in the main game. So right now I have it so my cameras are on 4, 5, 6, and I think I'm missing actually 1 camera, but that's fine. But check this out. Apparently, if you use the bracket keys, you can actually switch between your camera views. So you really only need the 1 camera on your toolbar. I was very much unaware of this. I'm sure that might be common knowledge for other people, but for me, it was not. Oh, what the heck? Oh, well, it looks like now I'm going through the cameras on all of the available cameras. Okay, so there are downsides to it. Apparently, it will switch between any available cameras that you can control. But still, it's a pretty cool ability that I did not know that was there. We did it. We landed the turtle. All right, let's go fix the mine. Hopefully I have the components already in here. Well, judging by the bounciness, I think we fixed the pistons, which in turn got the components. Oh, that's interesting. That's something I hadn't really thought about. If one of these pistons gets struck and it's no longer able to pass cargo through, then it makes it so these decoys, this decoy and the one on the end of the drill, are kind of irrelevant because, I mean, they can get struck like once, and then once they're done, they no longer operate because the welders don't have inventory access. Fascinating. That sucks. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. Looks like we're finally starting to get somewhere. Ooh, is that? What is that? Please tell me this is uranium. Oh, it is uranium. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. That's so nice. All right. We are in a good position now. Oh, and it looks like the uranium just keeps going. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. I wonder how much I actually already have in the base. I don't understand. It said, well, I mean, I don't know why it says out of 12K, because we have like 3.6 million out of 300K, so that doesn't really matter too much. But the thing that I don't understand it. It looks like we mined some of it, but when I search uranium, it looks like we only have 0.03. I guess we must have just skimmed the surface of it. Oh well. All right, well, it looks like, yeah, it looks like the dust is gone, so let's use this opportunity to create that secondary pipeline. Ooh, I wonder. So I was messing around the other day, playing with some friends of mine, and we were checking out this mod, this cockpit mod, and it looks like the mod author might have fixed this building out of the cockpit thing. Oh, which means that I can use my hoverboard as a bob. Yeah, which is just wild and awesome. I mean, it won't be super helpful because I can't like go up, but for a job like this, it could be fun. Oh yeah, this is sick. Okay, so here's the idea. I'm not gonna overcomplicate this. I'm just gonna do it quick. So I think what I'm gonna do is turn that over there into a junction, run a parallel pipe along here, get rid of these like support things. I don't know if I wanna like aesthetically fix that or whatever. And then I'll put a junction here, so that way we have those two parallel pipes, and then I will also run it down here. And since we already have kind of like this adjacent pipe, what I might just do is just I forgot these pipes. This pipe isn't attached to anything. I can't weld up a secondary pipeline. Well, but these decoys between these towers have been pretty good at protecting these two pipelines. It's mainly this long one. So I'll just make a secondary one right there, because if I put anything past where this current junction is, all of those other tubes aren't connected to anything, and so the entire mine will come down, which is a design flaw for sure. Man, why didn't I make this corner a junction? So that way, like if I grind it off or this other part got damaged, it didn't just like flip the whole thing down. Learn from my mistakes, friends. I make many of them. Okay, let's just get this done. Alrighty, there we go. We now have a second pipeline. I think it would also probably be smart if I just, yeah, I think just right here, I'll just slap a welder and a decoy here as well, just to doubly protect it. There's really nothing I can do, unfortunately, about the mine itself, other than the decoys that I already put, because those are all subgrids, so I can't really like reinforce it with additional subgrids. And I don't think that I could effectively cover it in armor. Well, maybe if you just put it on the like main part of the piston. I don't know. I'm sure somebody in the comments will be like, well, actually, something that could be done. And then they'll give me like a really smart like answer to protect subgrids. But I'd rather not mess with the mine. We just got it to a place where I'm pretty excited about it, so I'm not gonna set myself up for failure thinking that I can do something with it that I'm not 100% sure about, and then of course I break things. Don't want to do that. Are you kidding me? I don't understand why welders are just so picky about the voxels. Alright, well, it's kind of random, but I do like the way it looks. It's kind of cool. Here we go with the build vision learning curve again. We did it. We built the redundant pipeline. We even added an additional decoy. So that part should be protected. Alright, I forgot what's on the to-do list on the other base, so rather than running over there and then just to look at it, I'm going to remote access the spaceport and let's look at our to-do list. Aha! So we have to set up the cargo drone. Alright, well actually, since we're here, we can actually light up the mine cargo port. Alright, and let's move this other stuff to the done list. Done and done. Alright, let's add some more lights to this thing over here since it's nighttime and storming anyway. And then hopefully that'll lead us into the morning where it'll be easier to set up those drones. Actually, you know what? Oh, nice. The storm is ending. It's going to be easier for me to have Bob. So I'm actually just going to bring the hoverboard back to the spaceport, grab Bob, then fly back over here. Was I looking for an excuse to ride my hoverboard rather than doing my chores? Absolutely. And I found one. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, that was like... Ooh, that's like a... Oh, I don't have... What do I do? Dang it. Dang it. I'm not so worried about this because I can just print another one. But, like, there's nothing I can do. Why can't I remote into the... like the bases and things? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, because my antenna's off. Nope, doesn't make a difference. Okay, looks like I'm going to die. Dang it. The walk of shame. I really wasn't even going that fast on the hoverboard. See, this is why we need a sail, so that way it can like scoot and kind of fly. I don't know why I'm trying. Like, I know I'm going to die. Yep, and there it is. Whatever. I think on the next rendition of the hoverboard, this new one that I'm about to print, I think what I'll do is I'll add 2 more gyros to the front. Those ones I'll set to override, because I think occasionally when I'm driving, like even moderately fast, I don't know if like my potato computer just has a hard time loading it in or what, but there's just like sometimes like the wheels just kind of jump around a little bit. So also, well, I don't really have a whole lot of heavy armor. All of the stuff is light armor. Maybe I can make it out of heavy armor too, because then it'll just keep it on the ground. It'll also make it more durable. All right, well, let's print a new board. There's really not a great place to print this thing from. I may have to flip the whole projection over because I think that's the only like spot that I don't have covered in some kind of like half grid or something. Oh, I forgot. I can actually just hook it to the battery. That would work too. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, we have a new board. And turn off. Haha. Okay. Let's just, there we go. Alright, until I find a better, more permanent spot for the hoverboard, I'm just gonna put it right here. And let's take Bob back over to the other place. Ah, dang, I forgot to go grab, I forgot to grab the tools from my old body. Mainly just the elite welder that I had. I wonder if I can find it in Bob. Alright, let's see if I can find my body in a storm. Usually there's like a previous death marker, but I think I waited too long. Dang it. Oh well, I guess I have to build another one. Alright, well, we're back in business. I feel dumb for wasting those resources, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, let's grab some stuff for lights. Alright, let's do this thing. Man, why is it like it sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't? So like, look, it lets me place them over here, but then it won't let me place them over here. What about over here? We got nothing. What if I switch to local grid aligned? Man. Alrighty, well, I didn't get this done fast enough to see it at night, but I'm pretty sure with all of the lights that I've put on it, and these things are set to like 15 meters, these things are set to like 10. Yeah, I think that this is probably pretty well illuminated now, so we can check that off the list. Okay, light the mine cargo port is done. Now we just have to figure out how to set up the cargo drone, which is something I have been dreading for a while. But I did watch a bunch of videos and I wrote a bunch of stuff down, so hopefully I can figure it out. My biggest fear, honestly, is just that like my drones are just going to fill up with cargo and then they're gonna crash. That's the fear. So if I can eliminate that, then I'll be feeling pretty good. And if I can't, you know what I'm gonna do. Hey there friends, this is Editor Me chiming in here. I had intended on continuing this episode beyond this point where I was going to set up the drone. I mean, I even recorded it. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to add that to the next episode because, well, my editing software crashed and deleted hours worth of work that I put in. And so I'm going to have to go and re-edit all of that footage, which is fine. It just means that I'm not going to be able to do that in time for this video. I apologize for the inconvenience, but once again, thank you so much for tuning in to No Suit Survival, and we'll catch you next time.